Hello everyone, today we would like to introduce you how to turn on the sim racing computer and the two major games that we're going to introduce to you and the fine-tuning adjustments when your friends are coming over. So when you turn on the computer, you have a very standard background and the desktop setup. What you want to do is turn on the Assetto power button. Make sure the button is keep on green when you're racing. If it's flashing, and you probably have to double tap it to make sure it's solid green. So when you open up the sim hub, it gives you the control UI window. Minimize it for now. After open the first app of sim hub for bug kicker, you want to open up the race hub. Once you are in the race hub, when you're buying a turnkey simulator, the software is all pre-tuned. So, for example, when you're going to the wheelbase, when you go to the settings, of force feedback, we have a customer name and the pre-tuned information is all here. But all you need to do is make sure the app is open. Now we wanted to introduce two major games that we wanted to train you on the racing simulator. The first one is Assetto Corsa. In your computer, you wanted to open up Content Manager when you wanted to play Assetto Corsa. So now we're in the control page of the Content Manager for Assetto Corsa. You wanted to go into the cars. In this case, customer wants to focus on the Ferrari car and he wants to experience the manual car as well. So we decided to give the F40, which is compatible with the shifter, for the manual car. And if he wants to drive his own 458, he can choose the 458, but this one doesn't have the shifter, it has the pedal only. So now we wanted to go back to the F40, we want to click OK, the car is choose to go. Once you choose the car, you want to go to the track. In this case, we choose two different country set of the track, so the customer can just cruising around, having fun. So the first one here, we want you to go to the countries. We want you to focus on the Scotland and USA only. So let's go to the Scotland first. In Scotland, you have 4 different tracks. The countryside tracks. So we're gonna just choose any one of these, click OK, and the track is chosen. Once you play fun and get bored with the Scotland Highland, and the next track, and that's the only one I recommend you to do, is under the USA, under the Black Cat County. And there's another 3 different mountain drives that you can go with. Once you choose the track and the car, you're pretty much set to go because we set up for a custom one-person usage only. However, if your friend comes over, this is what you can do more modifications to change. Make sure you click right beside the type blankers, so you have a little window pop out. In this case, you can do automatic or paddle shift or manual shift, depending on which car. So right now we have automatic shifting off. We have ideal line on, that's the driver lines to help you to basically detect the next corner-ish. And everything else is pretty much factory set, you don't need to do anything. In this case, you can do weekend drives, set up different cars, but I set the practice, so you just drive alone. If you are getting bored by yourself, you can go to a weekend. Everything is set up to whatever you want to be, and we can go to drive next. After you set your car and the track, you set up the weekend cruise or practice alone, you want to go to the Go section here to start racing. Once we click the Go on the Content Manager, it brings you up to the main control menu of the race. And you make sure you click on the steering wheel button, so you go into the pit and start ready to race. In this case, We choose a manual car, so just engage and start driving. And you can see the drive line on the road is telling you it's pretty much green means throttle, and different color variations is brake in this case. Yellow, lift, green again, just keep going. And also you have a map here. You can look at the map, when is your next turn.